What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Tuesday, Wednesday. We are happy Wednesday, waiver wire Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Actually, I think we have to go. That's what I'm trying to see. My microphone died. Actually. That's probably what I gotta do. That's probably what I gotta do. Oh, boom! Fuck yeah, nailed it. Just a little bit delayed. Oh, I'm on Hogwarts. Damn it. Shit. Sorry, guys. I didn't even fucking think about that. Damn it. Doesn't even really make a difference anymore, though, because nobody comes. Like, for real. You know how they say, if you build it, they will come? Alright. Sorry, guys. Had to interrupt my very important message for the nation. All right. Yeah, so we're good now. All right. Perfect. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a wicked day. We are rocking out. Booyah. Hope you guys got all the waiver picks that you wanted. Hope you guys went crazy. Didn't need to go crazy. My one league, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I don't even know. If I win, I'm in. Which I don't even like. I don't even know why I'm not better, and I also have no idea why I'm not worse. One guy's team went completely nuts last week. His team's been going nuts for a couple weeks, actually. To be honest, my guys all got injured. You think I should start Love or Lamar? Honestly, I'm starting Love over Lamar. I don't. Yeah, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I don't know how we start Lamar with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm starting. So I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I'm starting Love over Lamar. So, trust me when I say that it pains me to say that. Now, I don't actually need the win, so I might start Lamar just because he's been dookie and I'm playing against him in another league. So like, and I don't actually need the win. So I might end up playing Lamar, hoping for some good juju. But I don't know how you play him with any sort of confidence at all. Omarion Hampton likely to come back. Didn't we say that last week and he didn't come back? Yeah, so Lamar, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews I have too. Like, I'm I'm in a tough spot here. That's what I can say for sure. I did get Houston's defense. I like Houston's defense for the playoffs. Like I said, this week I don't need the win. They play Kansas City. They may do well also. Who knows, right? But then they've got Arizona, Las Vegas, and the Chargers for the playoffs. So if we can get Houston's defense for the playoffs, I'm all for that. Occupado, one Flexo. Tesla Vidal or Adone. Ah, man, you're on opposite ends of the spectrum there. I don't know if we can wait. Can we wait to start Vidal? I don't want to start Donnie though. I mean, he did do wicked last game. In theory, he's probably good. Do we want a New York Jets receiver? I mean, they're playing Miami. You know what? All things being equal, I might choose to start Adonai Mitchell because I don't know if Hampton's going to play, and that's a Monday game, and I can only imagine that you're scrambling. Now, if you don't, or BTJ hoping he's useful. Oh my God! Imagine if I told you this information that we have right now in August, you would laugh at me. Legit. What? Jonathan Taylor? Nah, I don't need him. BTJ. JSN? Nah, he's gonna stink. I need BTJ on my team. I mean, he drafted BTJ with the draft capital. Who's Jacksonville playing? They've got a decent matchup. They're playing Indianapolis. Their corners are banged up again. Sauce is out. I might play BTJ. He has the draft capital, right? As much as he hasn't really been doing too much. You gotta hope that talent wins out. That's what I'm hoping for um, with Justin Jefferson. I'm hoping that the talent just wins out. So I think BTJ's matchup isn't as bad as it could be. Tesla is probably the answer, but if Hampton doesn't play, then Vidal's the answer, right? So yeah, I might just go with BTJ. Hope that he has a good game. Man, that's tough. That's a tough one right there. Thank you for the question. Don't know who to start. James Cook, Chase Brown, and Josh Jacobs. I mean, all things being equal, James Cook's playing Houston, right? They're playing the Houston defense. No, they're not. Sorry, they're playing Cincinnati. And I mean, all things being equal, I think that game's gonna actually be a shootout. Like as much as people are calling for weather and Buffalo's defense has been good. Like I think when Joe Burrow needs to, because both teams need a win in this one, right? So like I wouldn't be surprised if it's a shootout. I'm actually kind of expecting a shootout. So like low key, and I'm also kind of expecting a Cincinnati win. Buffalo's kind of been weird, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would do James Cook. Josh Jacobs playing Chicago. Probably have to do that one. Damn, I don't know, man. JMO popping off again. Apparently, with Amon Ra out, he has a very realistic possibility to. Lost me by a week. Who should I pick up? Ah, man, that sucked. Honestly, I won my week because Amon Ra got injured. So, like, I'm not too sad. But I feel your pain, brother. I really do. Is JMO popping off again? What do you want me to say? Yes, he is. They've got no Amon Ra. They've got no Sam Laporta. That's why he popped off last week. I mean, if anything, he's in the position to. Is he going to know? What the hell do I know? I don't know. If I knew, I would definitely tell you so that we could plan around it. But yeah, no, I don't. In theory, yes. In reality, we'll find out tomorrow. What's up, Nimble? How you doing, buddy? Who we picking up? You know what? Can you get Isla Tesla from Detroit? Right? I have a very important message to deliver to the nation. You guys are gonna want to stay tuned for this. It's gonna be life changing. I swear. Probably not. Wow, Tina heard that. Yeah, I would say we start with Eastlock Tesla. You guys know Amon Ra, right? So that's a good place to start. Um, Apparently this Adonai Mitchell guy coming from Indianapolis has been some like he hasn't been anything, but he was something last game, and if he's going to continue to get 12 targets, catch 8 of them for 102 yards and a touchdown, like I don't know, I don't know if he can, but I also know they don't have anybody else there, so that's definitely somebody to consider. No, I kept it. Oh, it's Sabiduria TikTok. I guess the person that made it. Whatever, you can have credit. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we trust. Like, I don't know if you trust the Tennessee offense. Pick up Elick Aomanor. In theory, no production on 5 targets. So, um, Jaden Higgins has pop up game and possibility. 13 points, 11 points. Rams kicker Fairbairn or Boswell in a must-win week. Oh man, you know what's gonna happen though. As soon as you don't use Boswell, he's gonna get 50 points, and you're gonna be like, LeBron James. No shit, eh? Nice. I'm sure that's the legit LeBron James is on my stream right now. That's awesome. So I don't know. You know that once you bench Fairbairn or Boswell, he's gonna get 30 points. He's gonna break all sorts of kicking records or 50 points, and he's gonna like win everybody's week over everyone. I mean, I like the Rams kicker, the thicker kicker they call him, right? All things being equal, he's playing he's playing indoors. Where's Houston's matchup? I just picked up their defense. Is it in Kansas City? Kaimi Fairbairn has to go to Kansas City. I mean, it is going to be a 1 o'clock game. No, it's Sunday night. Yeah, I might not do Fairbairn. And I mean, I have Boswell, and he's been dookie. Nice. The guy I'm facing has Fairbairn. Sweet. Yeah, I might not do Fairbairn at night in Kansas City. If it was in Houston, they'd be in a dome, so that would be different. But all things being equal, the Rams kicker plays in a dome this week, so I might consider that more than anything when I go to choose a kicker. Playing indoors is kind of a no-brainer for me. You don't have to worry about none of the elements. That being said, exactly like I said, once you bench Boswell, he's going to be 65 fantasy points for a kicker, and you're going to be like, whoa, where did that come from? And everybody's going to be like, that's why we drafted him. That's why you draft a kicker and you don't wait. You need this strategy. And it's like, man, fuck off. All right. Yes. Anthony, Adam, Lonnie, what's happening? Yeah, so I mean, in a must-win game, I might go that way. And you know what? Honestly, I don't need to win, but I don't hate that kicker because even at home, they're playing Detroit next week for the first week of playoffs. Boswell versus the Ravens gets the hopes up. No, you're not wrong, man. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Boswell tends to show out in Baltimore. And who are they playing next week? playing in Miami. So that playing in Miami, then in Detroit. So that's two. Like Miami's not a dome game, but that's a like it's at least hot and nice to kick in. I can only imagine. Not Pittsburgh weather, and then they go to Detroit, which is a dome. So man, right? Boswell's been so dookie. He only had one chance. You know what? It's not even that Boswell's been dookie. Aaron Rodgers sucks. Like, man, you just look like an old man out there. Like, don't even want to be there. Like, it looks like you're playing with like your nephews that like came to your house and made you be on your show or on your show, made you be on the team, and like you don't even want to be there. And it's like, man, who's this one? I guess I could probably do it. Last time it was weird though. So like I don't even care for Aaron Rodgers anymore. Like he can just leave whenever he wants. You even watch him out there. He looks like such a drama queen. Like I couldn't even imagine being his teammate, honestly. Like, could you imagine that? Nothing he does is his fault. It's always your fault. And he's always yelling at you for something that you've done because you didn't make him look good or you didn't block him better or you didn't keep him from getting hit. Or even in the case of the one lineman, he's mad because he's celebrating because he's too happy. Like, oh man, could you he's just like a grumpy old man. And I know because I'm a grumpy old man. So but no, you're not wrong. Boswell against the Ravens is some allure to it. And then he's got two good matchups coming up. So I think we just roll with Boswell. Kind of hope for a quarterback change. Who was the other one? Mason Rudolph. I mean, it can't be any worse. And frig, Aaron Rodgers, like he's just on name right now. He's not very good anymore. What did he do? 100 yards passing last game? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're going to be somebody that's going to argue with me and yell at me for not doing my assignment, and here you are with 100 fucking passing yards? Like, get out of here, man. You're supposed to be the greatest of all time. You're supposed to be first ballot Hall of Famer. You're supposed to be this, supposed to be that, and you're going to blame me? Get out of here. Nah, man. Get it done. Like, get it done. If you truly think that you have something left, get it done. Like, don't be excuses. None of this shit. I mean, I don't care to hear it. Like, you know what I mean? And then he goes on the podcast and he's like, oh, yeah, well, we got to, like, do this and that. Comes on after the thing, like, oh, I love my coach. And, like, oh, yeah, this and that. It's like, man, like, do us all a favor and just leave for real. Like, your allure is gone. And you don't even really, like, look cool anymore. He just looks like a grandpa out there. Like, for real, for real. He's so, like, old. I seen one. It said that he looks like he's the dude trying to rob the house in Home Alone. What's his name? Marv. And it's true, man. Oh, that was so true. I laughed so hard at that. Hey, hey. Come here. What do you got in your nose? This chick's always got white stuff in her nose. But, yeah. That's my little rant for now. That being said, I'm rolling with Chris Boswell. And we'll kind of hope for the best. Like, yeah, it's in Baltimore, and there's probably going to be some weather, but it is a 1 o'clock game, so that's cool. So you don't really have to worry about too much in the 1 o'clock game. It's still going to be sunny out, so it'll be a little bit hot. Shouldn't be too windy. And he plays in Pittsburgh, so it's not like it's unfamiliar territory. Plus, it seems like he's been in the league for 45 years. So he knows how to kick in Baltimore. So yeah, I'm with you. If Aaron Rodgers can get his head out of his ass and just like be a good friggin' quarterback. Tomlin looking to reestablish physicality and a big man presence. No way. real commitment to a tough nose, presumably run heavy offense. Should mean more touches for Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. Might mean more involved for Darnell Washington, who is very large and physical. Yeah, he is. That tight end for Pittsburgh, Darnell Washington, he's huge. He's cool to watch, man. Like, for real. They should be using him more. Just throw the ball to him. He's like, what, 6'7" or 8? Like he's like a linebacker, like 340 pounds or something, and can run and catch and juke and jump and hurt and truck people. Like, like, what are we doing here? Oh my god. Sometimes I don't understand. Like, sometimes I don't know. Like, I just use common sense. Am I wrong? Like, I don't know. I'm obviously wrong because they don't see that, and it's clearly a stupid thing to do. Just give it to the biggest guy, let him run all over everyone. Then, while simultaneously being like, oh yeah, we need to reestablish a physical and big man presence. Well, you have a physical big man on your team already that you don't use. So, like, what are we doing here? I hate Pittsburgh, man. They're such a stupid team. Whatever that means, reestablish physicality. I don't even know, man. Do we even play DK Metcalf with like any sort of confidence? I don't know if we can. That just goes back to freaking Aaron Rodgers stinks. Like the last few games. 6 points. Okay, yeah, this game he got a touchdown. But it was a rushing touchdown. 6 points. And then without that touchdown, 8 points, 9 points, 6 points, 2 points. Like, oh my god, man. Come on. Like, let's get real here. What are we even doing? What are you doing? Wow. Damn, I got all my guys going at Sunday at 1 o'clock, and then I've got the Monday night game for AJ Brown. Oh man, that sucks. That's funny. Actually, let me see. Where did they project me to finish? Because where am I gonna finish? Am I gonna win? Maybe. If I lose and he wins, I move down to 5th. So we'll call it 5th, 4th, or 3rd. That's where I could be. What'd they give me? I'm just going back to check out my draft grade. They gave me a C draft grade. You know what? I don't even have some of the guys that I started out with. Could have been better. Projected to go with a 7-7. Oh wow. I'm actually 8-7? No. Austin Eckler was on my team at one point. Where'd they project me to finish? 7th. Oh, damn. Never mind. Oh, projected power rankings. Projected standings. Damn. They projected me to finish 5th. I'm currently in 4th right now. Wait, 7-7? What am I? I'm 8-5. So I'll finish 8-6 at worst. Damn. And I could probably finish 5th place. Damn, that's crazy. These guys projected me to finish in 5th place, and I'm in 4th place right now. Holy Mackinac. That's crazy. What did we do in this one? I'm just going through looking at my drafts. I don't know. I don't know why. Draft grade B. We had a good draft in this one. I got Tyreek Hill super late. I got Baker Mayfield super late. Tyler Warren. I got James Conner. And they're all injured. Where'd they project me to finish? Where's my team? They don't even have me as a team. Oh, they projected me for 5th place. fifth place at 9-5. That is definitely not what's gonna happen. Yeah, I got Isaiah Pacheco super late. DJ Moore, I was excited about. Chris Godwin, who I ended up dropping and don't have anymore, but fuck. That one I'm probably gonna finish in eighth place. And if I can, it'll be if I win, I'll be 7-7 in eighth place. They project me for fifth. This one, if I win this week, I'm in first place. There's actually a 5-way tie for first place in this league. I've never seen anything like it. That's crazy. Actually, in my other league, there's a 5-way tie for eighth place. So, like in this league, 5-way tie for first. In a different league, 5-way tie for eighth. It's crazy. Just win, baby. I got so many points that it'll take a miracle for them to beat me out of it. So if I win, I win. That was huge. The first place guy lost last week. And apparently we all won. My team's actually killer in this league. Where did they project me to finish in this league? Draft grade D plus. D plus, and here I am, fucking about to almost. I'm playing for first place. They projected me for ninth place with 5-10, a 5-10 record. They projected this guy for a 13-2 record. He's not got that. He actually has a 7-6 record and is in danger of missing the playoffs altogether. Actually, no, he just clinched last week. That's funny. They projected him for first place, and up until last week, he was. Damn, they projected me for ninth place, and I'm in first right now. Literally playing for first. I'm playing a guy that I'm tied with. So like me and this guy are tied for first. And there's 5 of us. So I bet actually that means there's another matchup going on. It's got to be. Oh my god, they're all not playing? That's so rude. This guy's playing the last place team. Damn. So he's probably going to win actually. Damn, that sucks. This guy doesn't even care anymore. Fuck. That sucks, man. I hate when people don't care anymore at the end, and they just don't. They just don't set their lineups and shit. Like I don't care about picking up players. Whatever you do what you can. And I also don't care for people that are out of the playoffs picking up players. But you play the players that you've got. You know what I mean? I was in a league one time and I needed the win. Actually, to be fair, this guy's team is just done for. Not really, but yeah, I was in a league the one time and I needed the win, and I needed the other guy to lose. And the guy that the other guy was playing didn't even set his lineup, so that guy won. I ended up winning, but that guy won by default. The other guy didn't even friggin' have anybody playing. It was like, man, that's such a piss off way to lose out of the playoffs. Because, like, dude, like, you didn't even make him play. No, I wasn't bitter at all. That was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Actually, that was probably pre-COVID, maybe. COVID was like 5 years ago. Damn. I didn't even like. Sometimes I don't even really piece that together. Like, damn, we had this huge like like life shifting moment, and we're over here like, oh yeah, remember that. But yeah, hey, as Al Davis said, just win, baby. Now, there is a little bit of a problem in that my whole team, aka Christian McCaffrey, is on bye week. So there's that. Is Devin Neal going to be anything? Oh man, I feel like such a donkey because I put a video out there saying that he was one of my favorite running backs going forward. He's got the matchups and he's got the should have the touches, right? And frig, nothing, man. In my one league, I thought I was going to be smart. I needed the win, but I also needed points, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go boom or bust, and I played both him and Taysom Hill. And that didn't work out very well, like at all. Taysom Hill had like one catch, like one carry or something. I thought for sure he was going to do well. They were playing Miami. What are you doing? You peeing? Yep. Nice. Got pee on the mat and you get a treat. I don't get a fucking treat for pee on the mat. Yay! We got pee on the mat! I just get yelled at, like, hey man, why are you peeing on the mat? Just pee in the toilet. But I don't get a treat for peeing in the toilet. Clearly, they get a treat for peeing on the mat. Is that really hard? I don't even know how long it's been here for. To be fair. Ay. So what? Is Kamani Vidal gonna play? Or Amarian Hampton gonna play, sorry? Kamani Vidal gonna be anything this week or no? Is this the end of that train? Because that was a pretty cool train to ride. He had that one kind of dookie game, but all in all, couldn't have really asked for much more. Samaji P. Ryan. I mean, if Chase Brown goes down at all, fumbles and return to action, nice. Perfect. Although Buffalo does give up a lot of points to backup or to running backs in general. Right now, we're also all about picking up defenses for the playoffs. The one league I got Houston. I like their matchups. They play Arizona and Las Vegas. I don't know about week 17, but thoughts on Tesla from the Lions? I mean, they've got no Amon Ra, no Sam Laporta. He was a highly touted rookie coming out. Like he's a highly touted rookie. They really liked him. They were really high on him. I think. I mean, he's got the opportunity. He's got the matchup, right? It is a Thursday game though, so yeah. I mean, he's got the matchup, right? Now that being said, um, I don't love Thursday matchups. I tend to avoid them like the plague if I can. And also, Dallas's defense has been significantly better post trade deadline since they got Quentin Williams and that other guy from Tennessee, the linebacker. They've also gotten a little bit healthier. So that being said, I do expect a shootout. What did I see? There's 6 players who are negative money to score a touchdown on DraftKings right now. So that means that their favorites, like they think that at least 6 touchdowns are going to be scored in that game. Now, it very well could be. They're not wrong. I know a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money on that game because they're going to throw to somebody like Isak Tesla, right? So I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. I kind of tend to avoid Thursday games like the plague. Tesla and Quentin Johnson. Now, that being said, sometimes we are caught between a rock and a hard place. Quentin Johnson, I haven't played him in like 6 weeks since he did that one dud week. And I think I missed out on a good game because of it, but I know I didn't miss out on much. Has he been doing well lately? Did well Las Vegas. Nothing against Jacksonville. Nothing. Oh my god, he's had 2 dud games that he's played. Um that being said, there's an allure to the Monday night game, right? Now, if Justin Herbert's down in any sort of way, and if they can establish the run like Chicago did, Chicago didn't even really need Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams ruined my parlay. He just needed 199 yards passing. I think he ended with like 40. No, I think it was more than that, but eesh. I mean, I might do Tesla and kind of hope for the best, right? I don't know if we can start Johnson with any sort of confidence. That being said, like I said, the Monday games have a certain allure to them. I tend to lean towards the Monday games just to give me something to watch, really. And I tend to avoid the Thursday games like the plague. So, and that being said, I need to know more about what's going on with Justin Herbert before I would start Quentin Johnson with any sort of confidence. So I might go Tesla and just kind of hope for the best. I hope that helps. I know that was a lot of rambling on there, but I don't know. You asked for my thoughts, and my thoughts kind of drag me in specific places. That being said, we're gonna sit Quentin Johnson. He's gonna have 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? So my thoughts kind of are the one that you bench is gonna have a good game. Just because that's the way it happens to me all the time. Ass Fister, wow. Savage. Holy Mackinac. This guy's partying a lot. I hope that helps, right? Like I hope it works out either way. In theory, right? Tesla should be the answer because Quentin Johnson, he's got what? Vlad McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Orlando Gadsden there, right? So, like in theory, Tesla is the answer because there's nobody else there to do it to catch any passes really outside of JMO. So you've been around the fantasy block, have you? Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, but on the surface, right? In theory, Tesla is the answer because there's outside of JMO, there's nobody there, right? So there's nobody there, and if anything, Quentin Johnson's got a lot of competition for the ball, and like in theory, that should be a good thing, right? So it should be easier to get him the ball, right? But if Justin Herbert doesn't play, like he's got what, a broken hand? Is that what they're saying? I know it's his non-throwing hand, but undergoes hand surgery. Plans on suiting up 1 week after having hand surgery. Hand surgically repaired. It is a non-throwing hand, so it might be possible for him to play against the Eagles. So what did they say? Metacarpal fracture. I don't know what the metacarpal bone is, but when I hear fracture, I hear break, and so yeah, like he broke his hand. It is his non-throwing hand, right? But do I start Bam Knight? Isn't Trey Benson coming back? They don't have him. Oh man, and it's against Los Angeles. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that, my man. Benson was not seen at practice. Yeah, I was just reading that. I have him on my IR in the one league. I'm fucking hurting in that league. I need bodies. And of course, they're all injured reserve. Jesus. Um, yeah, against LA's defense though, I'm not. I don't love that matchup. You know what I mean? That being said, if we've got nobody else, bye weeks are kind of stupid. Bye week the week before playoffs, like, come on, man, do better. Been holding him for weeks with hopes. You know what? I picked him up in one league. Yeah, hopes of playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Bye week 14. Oh, then no bye week last week, but bye week this week. Why? Sometimes I hate the NFL because they don't care about fantasy football managers. That's the thing. If I lose, I don't make the playoffs. Oh man. You know what? Honestly, in a must-win game, I don't know how we can start Bam Knight with any sort of confidence against the Los Angeles defense. Like they've been legit all year, and in a must-win game, who's the other options? Who we going with? Let's figure this out. Does it need to be a running back? Have Aaron Jones too, but he's questionable. Honestly, don't hate Aaron Jones this week because the matchup is there. Last week against Seattle, I mean, we kind of all saw that one coming. Like, if you didn't see that one coming, you're kind of missing the TV show right now. So I really saw that one coming last week. This week against Washington at home, I think I like Aaron Jones. He said he's going to play too, right? As far as I know, he's going to play. Shoulder likely day to day. Oh, shoulder? He's been injured with a shoulder for a few weeks now. If he's day to day, it sounds like he'll have the chance to suit up. You know what? He's injured all the time, so he's learned how to deal with it. Since week 10, yeah. So at this point, it's a pain management thing. I mean, I might play Aaron Jones against Washington. I got Judkins, Gibbs, Jones, London, Adams. Okay. So what do we need? Two wide receivers and we need two running backs and then flex. Honestly, I might go in PPR. I might go Juwan Johnson for that tight end position. Two flex? No, man. Oh, I have a two flex league. I hate it. It's so hard to fill two flexes, man. Damn. It's crazy. How do we fill two flexes? Yeah, Waller, you're kind of hoping for, and like his production really comes from touchdowns. So if he's not getting touchdowns, he's not really. Now, that being said, he's a big target in the red zone. So, but I think in PPR especially, I might go Juwan Johnson. I hope it works out. Okay, so we're obviously starting Judkins. We're obviously starting Gibbs. I got Garrett, but he's on IR. Oh man. Got Jags D. Should I drop for Washington this week? Playing Minnesota, I picked up Washington. That being said, I didn't drop my Jaguars defense. Who are they playing in the playoffs? Do they have a good matchup in the playoffs? Because I picked up Washington for this week. Yeah. That being said, I have San Francisco who's playing Tennessee next week, first week of playoffs. So I kept San Francisco for that matchup. And I'll just drop Washington after this week. Okay, so we're playing Judkins and Gibbs. Is London gonna play? Man, we need London to play. Hopefully he plays. And damn, Adams, yes, he's been wicked. He's been better than your running back, except for Jahmyr Gibbs. Damn, where did he come from? He's like hurting my David Montgomery stock. That's what he's doing. That being said, like Washington didn't do a really good job against Denver last week, and I gotta figure Minnesota at least puts it together a little bit this week. So Jags have Jets, Broncos, Colts. That's a division matchup this week, though, right? So I don't hate the Jags this week against the Colts, especially because Thing is injured. What's his face? Daniel Jones. He's a fractured fibula. There's no way that can't feel good. Honestly, I might keep the Jags because yeah, they have the Jets next week, right? So yeah, I might keep the Jags. Honestly, yeah, I don't hate that matchup. I got Menengai, but oh man, probably didn't play him last week where he got 20 points. Honestly, how could you? I was advising against it all the way up until game time. Boy, did I look stupid. I actually thought that was going to be a completely different type of game. Okay, so 85 chance of rain for Jags Colts. No way. That'll be wicked. Nice. That'll be wicked. Rain is awesome for defenses. Sometimes they just score 50 points anyways, and you're like, wait, isn't it fucking pouring rain? What are you guys doing out here? Okay, so who are we playing Bam Knight? So if anything, I don't know if I want to play Bam Knight against LA over Aaron Jones against Washington. Chicago, however, is playing Green Bay. And I don't love that match. Like, I don't even know what to do with Chicago anymore. For real. Because I don't love their matchup against Green Bay, but I didn't love their matchup against Philadelphia last week. And they went and killed it. So Hunter Henry, but is on a bye. Do I take Ingram, Waller, or Mason Taylor? Hey, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. It's awesome. Uh, Honestly, in a must-win week, I think the answer is Waller. I don't think we can start Ingram and Taylor with any sort of confidence. Who are you? Where are you from? I am Andrew from Canada, just outside Toronto. Who are you, Mama Cass? I got Hawkinson too. Imagine if we said we're gonna bench. Imagine if I told you in August that you're gonna bench TJ Hawkinson for a guy named or for a guy in Darren Waller that wasn't even on a team to begin the season. That being said, like I don't hate Washington's matchup this week. See, that's the thing. Like we're all downgrading Minnesota because they played against Seattle last week. Seattle's a legit defense, right? Kaz, I know Nick. I'm in the Beehive. Nice. I just joined. Thank you. I know Nick too. We're buddies in like real life. He's a cool dude. So against Washington, though, I don't hate the Minnesota offense, and so heyo, that's wicked. He's the man. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. We're talking fantasy football, trying to figure out if we start Bam Knight. Yeah, I'm still kind of out on Bam Knight. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Ah. So, yeah, man, have a good day. I appreciate you. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you, man. I don't know how we start Hawkinson really with any sort of confidence. I'll give you that. And in a must-win game, I might do Darren Waller out of all of those. that might just be where my thoughts are, because I don't love the other two, right? So yeah, Aaron Jones or Bam Knight, and Hawkinson or Waller. I trust you. I appreciate you, man. See, I would go Aaron Jones over Bam Knight 100% all the time, because I don't want any part of that Los Angeles Rams defense. And I mean, if I use a common sense approach, and common sense tells me to go against the easier defense for the running back. So that's where I'm going Aaron Jones all day over Bam Knight. As much as there's a little bit more clarity in that backfield in Arizona than there was a little bit ago, I still am going Aaron Jones over Bam Knight. Hawkinson or Waller? Are you in PPR by any chance? Because I think in PPR I might do Hawkinson. Yeah, and kind of hope for the best. Hope for some catches, right? Because that's the thing with Waller. Like Waller, he's a big target in the red zone, and they really like using him for touchdowns. But he doesn't get all the catches. So if he's not getting touchdowns, he's not super relevant. You know what I mean? Because like and he's played 5 games this year. Okay, so in 5 games he's got 3 targets, 2 catches, 3 targets, 2 catches, 5 targets, 5 catches, 4 targets, 3 catches. Right, so he's not doing very well as far as catch wise. Now, the one game he had 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. That's cool. Like, that's what we hope for. But the other game, he had 2 catches, 12 yards, and a touchdown. So if he doesn't get that touchdown, he's got 1 catch for, I don't even know how long it was, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got 1 catch for 10 yards. So that's a 2-point game. In the other game, he had 3 catches and 2 touchdowns. So if he doesn't get 2 touchdowns, right, he's only got 5 points, right? So, and it's not like I'm feeling very confident about it. I'm really just trying to talk myself into something right here. I do trust Jordan Love, Gibbs, Judkins, London, Adams, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Menengai, Little, and the Rams. It's my lineup. Okay, so right away, you have the Rams defense. I wouldn't go Bam Knight, just because I don't tend to play players against my defense, or I don't tend to pick up a defense against my players, because you're kind of hoping for like a real weird game, right? More often than not, you can't have both. Either one does well, or they both don't do well. Very rarely do they both do well. So, yeah, we're not going to play Bam Knight. Got Rams and Minnesota. Minnesota playing Miami. That's not a terrible play, but yeah, I would do the Rams, man. They've been really good. You could do Minnesota if you wanted. Yeah, and here we go. Washington. Hawkinson could benefit from a week 14 against the Commanders squad that allows a league high 9.1 yards per target to tight ends. And you know what? He posted 59 yards despite a terrible performance from the quarterback. 6 catches, 59 yards in a game where the quarterback threw for like 100 yards and 4 interceptions. So actually, I'm not hating Hawkinson much. I like him. I like him. As far as the Rams and Minnesota, I'd probably just stick with the Rams. They're playing Arizona, but I don't know. Is Arizona like ever since I picked up Jacoby Brissett? Vikings defense is good though. Fumble recovery is 2, 4 sacks. Damn. One of the touchdowns wasn't even on Wasn't even on defense. So I mean, I could get behind playing. I could actually get behind playing Minnesota's defense, especially because the Rams last week they didn't instill a whole lot of confidence. Oh, it won't let me. Eh? Can't really search for defenses like that on Yahoo. Minnesota's on the road, right? Are they at home? Versus Washington. You know what? I might play Minnesota's defense at home against either banged up Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota. I could get behind that. What happened to Jaden Daniels this week? Today it looks like not cleared for contact yet. Today at 1 o'clock. Okay, so not cleared for contact on Wednesday doesn't instill a whole lot of confidence. Yeah, it's in Arizona. Sammy, what's up, dog? What is it? Guelph? Or the other way, Mississauga? Damn, you remember. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm not normally good at remembering, but yes. You heard me, I bet. And so you were like, oh shit, I'll turn on TikTok. Might as well. Yeah, no, all things being equal, I might take Minnesota's defense over the Rams just because Minnesota's at home. Rams are on the road. I kind of like the home defense is kind of a better choice sometimes, right? Now, that being said, I have Washington's defense playing against Minnesota. Damn, man, I appreciate you. That's cool. That's cool to hear, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I have Washington's defense playing Minnesota, but there's Minnesota's defense playing Washington on the waiver wire right now. It's only for this 1 week, and I need a win. Do I play Washington's defense on the road in Minnesota, or do I just pick up Minnesota's defense playing a backup quarterback and Marcus Mariota? Got the Chiefs playing Houston. Honestly, in my other league, I've got Houston playing the Chiefs because I don't actually need this win, and positioning doesn't really make a difference. So I picked up Houston for actually the next 2 weeks because they play Las Vegas. Yeah, they play Arizona and Las Vegas. Oh, both at home too. Oh man, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, no, I'm excited to pick up Houston for those two matchups. They play the Chargers in week 17, which maybe we get somebody different for that matchup, but probably not because the Chargers can't block anyone. Like for real, for real. They stink. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Franklin or Godwin. I just read an article that Franklin is out of favor all of a sudden. So I might go Godwin. Yeah, you know what? He's been really good. He had a really good game last game, and he's got a bunch of targets. And if he doesn't drop that touchdown, it's a completely different story. So yeah, I might go Godwin over Franklin. I don't really know what's happened to him, and they don't seem to like him much anymore. Weird. Do I sub Bam Knight or DK for Jones if is out? I mean, I might not do DK just because I don't I don't really care for the Tennessee offense. Let's get real here. So I would probably, you know what, if Jones is out, yeah, we put in Bam Knight. All things being equal, it's a starting running back, right, on a decent offense. So yeah, I can get behind that. If Aaron Jones is out, yeah, we put in Bam Knight. We kind of hope for the best, right? Betting on a shittier QB versus an okay defense, but I stashed the Patriots. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, I hear you. Yeah, definitely. definitely don't even know what's going on with the quarterback situation in Houston. Like, what is even happening? Pick up Devon Valley from New Orleans. Oh yeah. Actually, I do need a receiver. What do you think then, Valley or Christian Watson playing Chicago? They're playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's defense has been dookie, except for last week when I praised playing freaking Jacoby Brissett. 37 yards in just one game, but he's coming off an 8-catch, 93-yard outing ahead of a Week 14 matchup with the Tampa Bay defense that has given up the 11th most fantasy points to wide receivers. Interesting. Watson is hit and miss. No, he totally is hit and miss. What do I do with Lamar? Oh my god, man. Brissett or Lawrence? Brissett's playing the Rams defense. I don't know how much I want to deal with that as much as they made friggin' Bryce Young look like Steve Young. Was it Bryce Young or Steve Young out there last week? But Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden has a lot of weapons to deal with. So I might do Trevor Lawrence against that. It's a banged up Indianapolis defense right now. So kind of like that. Honestly, man, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. I have no idea what to do with Lamar. I mean, you have to bench him until further notice. You have to. How do you play him with any sort of confidence? I don't. Trust me, man. It hurts me right here. Like it pains me, right in the heart. Right, tugs on my heartstrings to have to say this. But we bench Lamar. If we can, we bench Lamar until further notice. I have Jordan Love, and I'm also in a matchup where I don't really need the win this week. I'm also playing Lamar in another league, and I think Buddy's going to play him. So, but I mean, if you can, we bench him until further notice. That's what I would do. PPR, Brees, or Judkins. Who else do we got? If if we're benching one of those two, or we don't tell me we're playing Rico Dowdle. Where are the Jets playing? I did just see that. Miami. You know what? Breeze tends to play Miami well. It is in the heat though. Rico is on bye. Okay, thank God. I don't have to deal with any fucking Rico questions. Excuse my language. He's out. That's it. Party's over. Hope he traded high when he could. I mean, Brees has got a good matchup, but I actually really like Quinshon Judkins. Like he's I value him really high going forward. Um, so I might do that. Like I value him the way that we used to value Nick Chubb, which is like a perennial first round fantasy draft pick argument for number one overall. So like I really like him, and I think he's going to be really good. Playing a Tennessee defense that's dookie against the run. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong either way. Who are we benching or who are we playing that we're benching both of those guys or one of those guys? Because like I want to play both of them to be honest. Michael Wilson or Troy Franklin. I might go Michael Wilson, especially in PPR. I don't know how you can start Troy Franklin with any sort of confidence, right? London is out. Do I take Jerry Jeudy or DK? I might. Yeah, Jeudy. Yeah, Jeudy kind of messed. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Jeudy. Like he's got good matchups, and I don't know. Pittman or T Higgins this week. You know what? Honestly, I don't. I dropped Pittman in my 10-man league. I don't have room for him on my team anymore. I can't. I value the roster space more than I do his ability to produce. I think it's the Alec Pierce show now, and I don't know that because even earlier in the season, his fantasy lines were they were upped by touchdown points, right? So without the touchdown points, we've seen he doesn't really do much. I mean, I might go DK over Jerry Judy. I don't know, man. What to make of Shador Sanders? Like, is he good? Does he stink? Does he help? Is he bad? I don't know, man. I might go DK. Tennessee. Who did we just say they're playing? The Jets? No. And he's been good enough, right? Cam Ward's kind of doing. He's kind of getting a little bit more comfy, right? Yeah, if T Higgins plays, I mean, if T Higgins plays, especially how do you sit or sorry, if he plays, how do you sit him with Joe Burrow? Like Joe, honestly, I'm expecting a lot from that matchup against Buffalo. Trade Waddle and Swift for Amon-Ra. You can make trades in the last week of the season. Savage. I mean, on the surface, yeah, you would want to make that trade, but I don't think you want to make that trade. I don't really know what's happening with Amon-Ra. And like until he's healthy, they're not going to bring him back. So what if he doesn't play next week and then you're out of playoffs? That trade was not a very good trade in my aspect or in my eyes. So yeah, I don't know, man. I might stick with Waddle and Swift. Chicago's really committed to the run, and Waddle's to his favorite target now. So Sanders likes to throw, so I go anyone on anyone besides Judy. No way. Excuse me. Tesla might be a 25-point guy a week. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong 100%. They're kind of out of legitimate options over there, so it could be. Could also be a nothing game and just mess everybody up on Thursday for their weekend matchups and must-win games for to get into the fantasy playoffs. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how we bench T Higgins with Joe Burrow back. Like he was good with Joe Flacco, right? And he was decent enough with Jake Browning. So Joe Burrow coming back, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got a whole bunch of running backs in this league. Kevin, what's up? What's up? All is fantastic. Hope you were doing well also. Thank you for joining. Oh man. Is it Donnie Mitchell a pickup and play? How you feeling on Wilson now? Still looking for my wide receiver 2. You know what? I mean, I'm not down on him. They play the Rams defense this week though, so I don't love that matchup. That being said, the Rams made Bryce Young look like Steve Young last week, so yeah, no, I mean, see, that's the thing too. Like, I think that because he was running a route percentage of 80% before Harrison went down, and then when Harrison went down, it was 80. It went up to 85%. So it's not like he all of a sudden started getting so many more routes and so many more looks that because of the injury, he was actually running routes almost all the time, anyways. And I honestly believe that it's a Kyler Murray problem. I don't really think that it's a wide receiver problem. I think Kyler Murray is not a very good quarterback, and I think Jacoby Brissett can kind of hold 2 or 3 receivers, right? Thing had a big game last week, Trey McBride. Harrison didn't really have a big game, but yeah, no, I do like Michael Wilson. Sammy was talking about Devon Valley from New Orleans, 8 catches last week. Uh-huh. Olave's been hurting with a back injury all year. You got to figure it's only a matter of time before they shut him down. And they play Tampa Bay's defense. So, I mean, hey, if there's a sleeper of the week right there, it's Devon Valley. I'm going to write that down in my little notepad here. Booyah. Option on Reed. I'm hoping he's hot. Hey, I'm hoping he's going to be a playoff wide receiver too as well, dude. I picked him up. I'm excited. I hope he comes back as well. Garrett Wilson, worth the ad. I mean, obviously, if you have the roster spot, he's worth the ad. Are we going to play him? I don't know, man. Wide receivers would be Veli, Tillman, and Tesla. No, I like Tesla, especially with Amon-Ra going out. See, you know what? I like that, man. Cedric Tillman. Did he do anything last week? They play Tennessee. It's not like they're playing Juwan Johnson or Brenton Strange. I mean, Juwan Johnson gets a lot of targets in New Orleans, and they're all of a sudden a lot of weapons in Jacksonville. So I might, especially in PPR, I might go Juwan Johnson over Brenton Strange. That being said, I'm really high on Trevor Lawrence going forward because for that reason alone, it's he's got a lot of weapons to use. So they play the Titans. He's a better wide receiver than Judy. Yeah, he was only targeted once last week. But the Browns' offense isn't structured for leading wideout Jerry Judy to hold. Whoa. It's not structured for Jerry Judy to hold much fantasy value, much less Tillman as a number 2. One catch on 4 targets in the last 2 games. Eesh. But at the end of the day, we use common sense and we try to we go with what we can. Do you think I play Justin Jefferson this week or try to pick someone up? Imagine if I told you in August that in a must-win game right before playoffs, you would be benching your number 1 fantasy pick. That being said, I'm playing Justin Jefferson. They're playing Washington at home. So, like, I feel like we're putting a lot of weight into an on-the-road Seattle matchup last week with a rookie quarterback making his first ever career start. I might start Waller over Strange. Hope for touchdown upside. That being said, Minnesota being home against beatable Washington defense, I feel like no, you're not wrong. 9 is very stinky. There's a lot of smelliness coming off of that. I kind of believe in the talent, though. He was very good at Michigan coming out, right? So I don't actually hate him as a quarterback. Like I don't understand why he's not doing better. That I'm kind of confused at. But yeah, no, I think he's better than we give him credit for. But I think not than we give him credit for. I think he's better than he's been. We shouldn't give him any credit at all. Closing here in on clearing concussion protocol. McCarthy in line for week 14 start. Break free from his slump against the Commanders secondary that allows a league high 8.7 yards per pass attempt. Damn, that makes me happy. I like that. 8.9 per pass attempt. Damn. Should I start Vidal or Menanga? Am I starting running back is on bye? I mean, it sounds like Hampton might be back, but he might not be. I might go Menengai and hope for the best on Sunday rather than having to wait for Monday and then just getting like a backup performance. That being said, Vidal's been really good and Hampton's coming back off injury. So like I would play apparently against a very beatable Philadelphia run defense. Vidal's been good too, though. I have him, so I'm excited. I've been excited for him, and I could get behind playing him. You've seen what Menengai and Swift did to them last week, especially if Justin Herbert's going to be hampered at all. I can get behind that, but I might take the points on the Sunday. I mean, at the same time, you're starting a backup running back either way, so maybe Vidal would be the play. Give you something to watch on Monday night. Hope for the best against apparently a very beatable Philadelphia defense. I got Waddle and Jettas as my wide receivers this week. Both not up to standards. No, you're not wrong, man. I have Waddle as well, dude. Honestly, in my one league, I've been benching him for Malik Washington because they count return yards and he's their kick returner. So he's actually been getting more points than Waddle because of the catches plus the return yards. Like there is one game he got 20 points and he and he got 3 catches for 0 yards. But it was because of the return yards. Crazy. Yeah, Vidal has better upside. No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Yeah. I'm already in the playoffs, so I either don't mind starting. Okay. Yeah, so I think if we don't mind either of them, we start Vidal. And yeah, he does have better upside. Started Gainwell, man's a terrorist. Ayo. Honestly, though, Aaron Rodgers sucks. Like, I don't care for him at all. Like, he's not a fun player to watch anymore. He's not really doing well. He's just angry all the time. I couldn't imagine being a teammate of his, and then he comes back to the sideline and just yells at you. Nothing that happens is his fault. It's all your fault all the time. It's like, man, just dropped Chiefs defense for Steelers week 15. Ayo, who's Pittsburgh playing? I got San Francisco's defense playing Tennessee in week 15. The Dolphins. Ayo, damn. This guy's playing the defense against the Dolphins. Actually, not for nothing, but they play Cleveland in the championship too. They do need the wins, and they play Cleveland in the championship too. That's a good defense to hold on to. I might consider that. Who's my team? Because I've got San Francisco for next week playing Tennessee. I think I like that one, but I think San Francisco is pretty much going to be my defense. I need a win this week. In 2 leagues, I'm in the playoffs. Got Patriots and Steelers. In 2 leagues, I'm in the playoffs. This league, I'm in 8th place. And when I'm in, lose, I'm probably out. Yeah, San Francisco. Going to San Francisco. Yeah, playing Tennessee at home. I'm excited for that matchup. Houston's playing Arizona, then Las Vegas. I like those matchups. Who's this one? Do we still have Baltimore in this league? No, we have Cleveland. I had Baltimore in a few different leagues. Trying to lose because I don't want to play the stack team. If I lose, I'll play someone else. No, I hear you. Cleveland plays Chicago, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. I don't love them the way that I used to. Do I have another defense, or do I have to go and looking? I don't. I've never really been a proponent for trying to lose, mostly because I'm not very good at it. I also believe in karma, the fantasy gods. I also had a matchup like this. It's not the same as your case, but one year I needed to win and I needed the guy ahead of me to lose to make the playoffs, and the guy that he was playing didn't even set his lineup. And so he ended up the guy ended up winning. I actually ended up winning and I was happy, but the other guy ended up winning and it didn't make a difference. So I will forever frown upon trying to lose on purpose. I also don't ever want us to upset the fantasy gods in any sort of way. So, but I can totally understand not wanting to play a stack team, 100%. So I pick up Tesla or Keenan Allen and play them over BTJ. I have Herbert and Brissett as my quarterback. I mean, that Monday night game has the so see, this is my thoughts on that. I first of all tend to avoid Thursday games like the plague if I can. And Monday night games tend to have a certain allure to me because it's something to watch on Monday night. Just give me somebody playing. That being said, BTJ was drafted as your what, number one, number two, maybe number three wide receiver if you were lucky. But it told you in August that you were going to bench BTJ over for in favor of Islak Tesla in a must-win game before the playoffs. You would have laughed at me. I think at a certain point, talent wins out. Indianapolis gives up a lot of points to wide receivers. And I do think that BTJ has the talent. Sauce Gardner's out now for Indianapolis, so that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would probably play. It's a matchup you have to play, and Tesla has a better chance. No, you're not wrong. I have Vidal as well, so if Hampton's out, he's playing over everyone. No, you're not wrong. I would play Vidal over everyone. You're right in that one. But also, I can see Los Angeles wait until like the last minute to try and then ruin everybody's night. So yeah, I think like the obvious answer in that one is Tesla playing the Dallas. But like that's the thing, man. Dallas's defense has been better. As much as like it is indoors. You know what? You're not wrong there, Sammy. I think Tesla is our answer. And honestly, can I pick up Tesla? Because I don't know, man. I might play Tesla in the spot of Christian Watson. League boss sets our lineup. Ours is serious, dude. Oh, okay, yeah. And yeah, it's weird too because my league is normally really serious too. Like, but I don't know. They just fucking bunch of dickheads right at the end. Actually, that's not a bad idea to play Tesla on Thursday night because it is in a dome, right? As much as Dallas has been better and invite me next year, 1K buy-ins, LOL, make it a 12-man league. Whoa. We definitely got to get into a league next year, 100%. Should put it out on I'll put it out as an invitation. We'll see if we can get some people. That'd be wicked. Hell yeah. Boom. I'm down, 100%. Yeah, he's available. Have Jamar, AJ Brown, Sutton, BTJ, half PPR, two wide receivers, two running back, two flex. Oh man, I'm in a two flex league. That's so hard to deal with. So hard to do two flexes. Hey, Khalif Raymond is out too. What's happening with Khalif, the Khalifian? So yeah, we're playing Jamar. We're playing AJ Brown. I mean, I guess we're playing Sutton, right? Yeah, I don't love that two flex rule, man. That makes for such a tough decisions. Khalif Raymond already been ruled out. Heyo. Since suffering an ankle injury in week 12, Raymond has yet to practice. Tesla will take over as the third wideout. Has already proven himself as a big play threat, but his target volume is so low he'll be hard to trust. He will be hard to trust, but who's the third? Who's the second wideout? Who the hell's the second wideout in Detroit? Are they just talking in general? Isn't St. Brown out? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So St. Brown is not technically ruled out. Amon Ra, JMO, Tesla. No, that's what I thought too. And then Sam Laporta is the tight end. But if Amon Ra and JMO's out, I guess they're trying to. Okay, yeah, that may. So he hasn't technically been ruled out, but Dan Campbell said on Tuesday that if he can play, he'll play. Ankle hurts, but is getting better. Oh my God, that other guy, Tom Kennedy, man. I've never even heard of this guy. No practice for St. Brown yesterday. They're not saying whether he practiced or not today, but status in question for week 14 as of today. Who's that other guy? Tom Kennedy. Man, do we take a Kennedy? Or do we risk getting Assassin? Do you think we'll get Assassin? 4 grabs and lost to Green Bay. Brought up from the practice squad. Damn. Thrust into a bigger role. His 4 grabs were a career high. That's awesome. 14 catches through 24 games, and he had 4 catches in one game. That's crazy. That's why we call it silly season, because it is definitely silly season. But yeah, no, I think yeah, I think Tesla has got to be the answer there. It's got to be, right? Got a good matchup, and there's nobody else to throw to. Like Tom Kennedy is going to have 7 catches for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm actually going to put a bet down on Tom Kennedy anytime touchdown. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Tom Kennedy anytime touchdown. Brissett versus Rams or Lawrence versus Indianapolis. I would go Lawrence versus Indianapolis. Their defense is kind of hurting. As much as LA made Bryce Young look like Steve Young last week. Like, what the hell? I don't know. That LA defense is really good. And that Rams defense is the Colts defense is kind of banged up a little bit. So I might go Lawrence. Lawrence all of a sudden has a lot of weapons, right, that he can use. So yeah, I don't hate that matchup. Oh, actually, there might be rain. Ooh, 90%, 85% chance of scattered thunderstorms. Okay, so maybe we're not gonna go with Trevor Lawrence in 85% thunderstorms. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Brissett instead of going with a thunderstorm Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I think that I don't love that matchup though. But I mean they looked very beatable last week, and so Jacoby Brissett, he's got weapons around him. I think they said Harrison's gonna play. Trey McBride, right? Sometimes that's like it says, man. Sometimes we just use common sense. Common sense says let's maybe avoid the guy that's thrown in thunderstorms. Oh my god, or Tyrod Taylor. Oh my goodness. Do we really want you know what? No. It's sorry, it's in New York. I was gonna say they're playing Miami. Do we really want to play Tyrod Taylor? That's what I'm gonna ask you right there. I might pick up Sam Darnold. Playing Atlanta. They're a beatable thing. They're a beatable team. Darnold's got JSN, who I expect to go nuts again next week. Um, but yeah, so I think Darnold could be an answer. Brissett, I like better. Okay, he's in a dome, right? That's or actually so is Darnold. I think maybe Darnold's the answer. Brissett or Herbert. I mean, I don't hate Brissett. You know what I mean? He's still got weapons. He's still a decent quarterback. I don't hate him. And Justin Herbert's got a broken left hand. I know it's not his throwing hand, but if he gets hit there, it's gonna. You can only imagine that he's probably gonna be protecting himself. Also, Philadelphia got really run over on the ground last week, so I feel like, especially what's his face, John Harbaugh? No, the other Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is Baltimore's coach. I feel like he's going to want to run the ball down their throats if he can, right? He's going to take a page out of Ben Johnson's book. So, yeah, I think maybe a low-scoring game in that Philadelphia one. So I might go Brissett. Hope for the best, right? Like, he's still got good weapons out there. And Rams defense looked very leaky last week, right? So, alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. I got to get out of here. Got Jettas, Evans, Flowers, J-Mo Jennings, wide receivers. 16-man PPR? Damn. 16-man league? Seems like a lot. But I like your wide receivers. Decent. Evans coming back. I like that. Flowers, what do we do with him? Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. You guys are awesome. Go ahead and hit that follow button, subscribe if you haven't, share this with your friends. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week ahead, and I look very forward to seeing you again.